Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Hood Jiu-Jitsu. Now, I've been hearing something about all of this stuff going on. I just want to kind of put my little 2 cents on it. Uh Excuse me, I know I've said that I wanted to make this mainly my MMA channel, but it's getting to a point where I gotta start expanding, you know what I'm talking about. But I've been I've been hearing about it already for probably 2 years. We've been hearing about this shit. But it's about Dane Calloway and the indigenous American or Aborigine, all that shit discussion. What I don't get is I don't see how people are just coming with this notion that, alright, we're not black, we're not African, we're this indigenous Indians, we're indigenous Indians, whatever. You got people like Dane Calloway and a few other people. I don't really listen to them because when you hear them, it's kind of you just be like, damn, some of them niggas just it be like a hood nigga, and that hood nigga gets some knowledge, and when he hear it, it make him want to be a better person. So it's you don't really want to bash it, because you damn, this man, feel like he found his little heritage or whatever, and it opened up an eye to him, and he feels some type of way, and it feels like some how would you say, a spiritual awakening, almost when motherfuckers start finding out who the real Jews are, and when you go in the Bible and you actually read the Bible and you start to see, damn, these preachers are lying. They tell you he took the animals by twos on the ship on Noah's Ark, but in the Bible it tells you he took the clean animals by sevens and the dirty animals by twos. And it's a lot of other shit, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Fine, alright, well, if God put us through this, there's no reason for us to, start hating white people, Arabs, and Asians, Chinese to be Pacific, because those are what we consider three ethnicities or races of people that did come to conquer Africa, because that's how it started off. It was first the Chinese with gunpowder, then gunpowder was traded with the Arabs or Ottomans, whatever you want to call them. Then they came and conquered in Africa. Then it was white people afterwards. Facts. But what I'm more worried about is I understand as black people, we starting to get our history back. We're starting to realize there's a lot of history that has been hidden about us. And people are even telling you, yes, of course, the original people of this earth were what we consider black, dark-skinned, melanated, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Of course, once white people went around and started conquering, they started, spreading their gene pool and bloodline around and lightening up the skin through what they would consider 3 generations of trying to wash out the darkness or whatever and put more of a Caucasian feature. That's part of war. That's what they've done to try to take out whatever warrior class to help implement their people in that's just facts. That's how shit goes. But what I'm kind of getting mad at is, well, if that's the case, we can say white people damn near have more Indian DNA than anybody right now as what we consider a mixed race people, besides the so-called Indians that live on reservations or whatever, well, the Native Americans that live on reservations. But what I'm saying is, if that's the case, well, then we can say white people have more Indian DNA than most of these motherfuckers. But they say, oh, well, the blood testing DNA shit, it's a hoax, and people modify them to make us think we're African and all of this shit. Facts still remains, yes, West Africans and probably Africans from other parts of Africa were going to America trading. This is facts, but like they say, they want to make, the blacks and Hispanic Latinos seem like, we just stupid. Of course, it's like once you take away a history and you just put, this other shit, of course that's what we're going to think that's what, we should follow, and that's our culture, but not true. Of course, like I said, knowledge is now more abundant than ever before. But the problem is when people sit here and it's like, as black people, man, it hurts, because when I was watching Sinetta, bro, Sinetta TV, the HOK, when I first started getting into that shit, remind you, I'm a Hebrew. I consider myself a Israelite. Of course, I say that hands down. But what I'm saying is, how can we as a people be so caught up in all the bullshit? Of course, if we all have different religions, I can see ideologies or whatever. Y'all have y'all little debates. Because that shit, it do open up a whole nother perspective of what's going on from, both sides. The good, bad, the con, shit that you wouldn't even know. And then it be sometimes you want to hear, somebody that believes in that religion to answer some of those questions that you would like to hear them answer, instead of them just dancing around it. That's what I used to like about Sinetta and them. Plus, I was getting knowledge from them. I appreciate that. But what hurts is, it's like a slap in the face, bro. Because it's like, I understand, like I said, bloodline. All right, for instance, people keep saying blood determines whatever, the Native American Indians, you're not African, you're from America. They even say it. Go ask your parents or your grandparents, or they mix with Indian and all of this. So we're going to ask my mama real quick. My daddy will tell you, but we just going, dear good mother, I just want to ask a few quick questions for my YouTube channel. You know how we do. Are you mixed with any type of Indian blood or any Indian ancestry?
Choctaw.
So you're mixed with Choctaw. Who told you that?
My daddy.
So your daddy told you was mixed with Choctaw, and he looked just like me, right? Dark skin,
Yeah,
all that shit.
He got a little Indian, and his mama's from Louisiana.
So his mother is from Louisiana, and her daddy told her that, she was Choctaw. But he still let it be known that she's black, but he still gave her that information. So I can see how someone would hear that and be like, yeah, I'm Indian or whatever. All right.
It's a real dark race of
And
Indians.
she just said it. Choctaw is like a real dark race of Indians. All right, now watch this though. In Louisiana, don't white people and black people get together and they have something that's damn near like something called Creole, right? And it's like white skinned people, but they like have like a black accent damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have a Creole accent.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So if y'all can hear, my mama just agreed, like, even her father told her about, the Indian heritage.
Side, his grandfather, mother was a dark Choctaw Indian. And they from Frenchmen, they real light skinned. But the grandma was real dark.
And that's on my father's side. And this man, mama is she from Germany or something, right?
We don't know. But they're all from Louisiana.
Well, she's from Louisiana, but they were white people. Like these ones, no half white people, or just white daddy, black mama, so they got more of a white phenotype. No, these were white people. That's why I'm saying it's crazy how everybody keeps talking about all of this shit. Oh, nigga, we these Indians and all of this. Well, white people can say that shit too, cause they can say they got the blood of ancient ancestral Indians that they forefathers was raping. It don't matter if you say, oh, well, they were colonized, whatever. They were still mixing and breeding kids, and they came out looking like a different set of people. So those people are still Indians, or you can still say that they're Europeans, or you can still say Europeans can still say that they're Indians, just like we can say that shit. But what I'm saying is, it's funny how this information is kind of like separating people. I'm not going to show this nigga video because I don't want my shit to get flagged or nothing like that. But it's just getting to the point. It's like, come on, y'all. All right. Give out this little knowledge or whatever. Check yourself. Bam. But is this shit really going to help us? Like, in our current situation, is this shit really going to help us, G? Because let's keep it real. Man, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, none of that. And Thanksgiving was yesterday. I don't celebrate none of that shit because I know it was more of a genocidal thing that was, tried to be masqueraded as a damn feast of thanks and all of that. And we know that's a lot. But it's like, come on, man. How is that shit really going to help us, G? Like, the Indians got their asses wiped out. We as niggas had God on our side, so it's like, how in the fuck did we even survive? Just to be honest, like, even if we just say, oh, well, God ain't real, how in the fuck did we survive all of that shit? And we damn near been through the worst of it, you know what I'm saying? The Indians just got wiped the fuck out because of sickness, and, of course, these motherfucking, I ain't gonna just say white people, because you gotta remember, these people were conquistadors from Spain and shit, you know what I'm saying? People keep thinking Christopher Columbus was just this white man. This motherfucker was really a Latino, like what we would consider the original Latinos. But if that's the case, like I said, Latinos are white, so Mexicans can say, oh, well, I'm white too, bitch, you know what I'm saying? So, but keep it real, most of them that I know, they don't play that shit. They tell you, like, I'm more of a Aztec or Mayan warrior. That's just real nigga shit. They don't consider themselves no conquistadors and all that shit. But don't get it fucked up. It is some Hispanic people that do, like, try to go with that white supremacist ideology and shit. But it's like, alright, well, that's you. You still white, so, hey, you like the part of the people who was doing all of the killing or whatever. So, hey, that's you. Don't change nothing about me. But like I said, man, as black people, man, we got to get on our shit, man. Because this shit it ain't helping us. I understand getting a little knowledge of self, whatever. But come on. Hold on. Come on, my nigga. You don't look like no fucking Indian, bro. Like, and even this nigga right here, he put out his little video. I was just watching his shit. He said some shit. He took a blood test and whatnot. So, like I said, man, well, what about all of these white people that got, Indian DNA? Some of them, yes, they $5 Indians. But like I said, they great-great-great-great-grandpa was out there raping they great-great-great-great-grandma. That still makes them Indian. So, I mean, it's like, come on, G. What are we gonna use to get us ahead? Huh? Like, we gotta get off this bullshit, man. It's just stupid. But that's just my 2 cents, because I know it might not change shit anyways, but let's just try to get some shit out here. But you never know. This video might hit a few ears and shit. You never know, man. But like I said, let's get on something that's gonna help us, bro. Motherfucking gun training. Learn how to shoot firearms, reload them bitches, know how to tell what kind of caliber weapon that most of your, enemies got. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Let's talk about that. How we can vote these racist motherfuckers up out of office, get black people and Hispanics and all these other minorities out of the fucking red line. Well, most Hispanics got DACA. So we need to talk about how we gonna get the fuck up out of our red line and shit. Help the hood. Would that be something that y'all want to talk about instead? Seems like not, but that's the only thing that I got a problem with the HOK for, man. It's like y'all had so much fucking potential, then all of the bullshit just started coming out. It's crazy. And then on top of that, it's just the fact that it's like, nigga, you still what we consider, I ain't even gonna say an African phenotype, because we also know that the Africa name comes from a fucking white man. Shit, so it's like, come on, G. You still have the phenotype of what we consider the people in the continent Africa or whatever. And let's be honest, the so-called African black people, whatever, we got the most shades of any fucking race. Like, we look different, more different than any other race. Even when people get mixed or whatever and they be biracial, most motherfuckers still be like, oh, well, you're black because of the pigmentation of the skin. So it, even in just that regard, you know what I'm saying? But you take your ass to Africa, all them different countries, you gonna see caramel, dark black motherfuckers, purple, black, blue motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Light-skinned people, of course. And then, of course, you got your South Africans who got their little mix of white in them and they light skin now, but like I said, man, let's get off the bullshit, because this shit is just ridiculous, G. Like I said, even if your grandparents or whatever, great grandparents was from America and they was Indians, fine. They were in the culture of Indians at the time, because that's just like saying the Africans of Africa have a different culture. We got a different culture for them, yeah, because we're in fucking America. So of course they're gonna have different cultural things. Like, man, it's just so much shit. It's fucking ridiculous. But at the same time, to end on a positive note, like I said, the information is good. It brings out a bunch of other shit. It makes you think like, damn, did they really bring like that many millions of slaves across, the Atlantic? But then you gotta remember, this was like damn near how many? About 200 something years roundabout that they were bringing slaves. So this could have been damn near every other week occurrence, every other month occurrence, depending on how they were traveling with this shit. But yeah, man, it's just kind of crazy. That's just my 2 cents. But like I said, I appreciate the information on both sides, from Dane Calloway and the HOK. But at the same time, it's all kind of con shit that we see. Shout out to my boy Haven Bullets, because he damn near exposed Dane Calloway one time, to the point where I damn near didn't even want to listen to what Dane Calloway had to say. But yeah, man, that Moorish paperwork shit, the status change, that, yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh, see, Haven Bullets be getting up niggas' ass. But yeah, man, like, cut the malarkey, man. We all black. It don't matter, African, Indian, nigga. You're still black. You're still melanated, nigga. Keep that shit in mind. That shit ain't gonna help us when we getting gunned down out here. Keep that shit in mind also, man. And peace to the family. As they say, peace to the family and all that shit. But yeah, man, it's just kind of sad, man. To see, and these niggas just really arguing with each other. Like, they really arguing. Like, as soon as they get off their computers, it's like, alright, what did that shit change in life? For us. What did it change in life? Fucking nothing.